In this short video, I'm going to show you how you can schedule your pins on Pinterest using their native scheduler so that you don't have to keep coming onto the platform every single day and pin them as you want to publish them. So I'm over here at my Japan account, and if I scroll down a little bit, you can see that I've got 79 pins currently scheduled. The max at any one time is 100. So in order to schedule some pins, you're going to need to hover over here, click once, and then come down to create pin here under organic. Click on this once, just bring this up, and then you want to drag your pins in here. I'm going to go and grab some pins here that I have created. I'm just going to make sure that we grab all of these. So we've got 7 pins in total. We're going to drag them all over there, drop them in, and then one by one they are going to pop up here, and when they do we can start to optimize them and schedule them to go out. So let's make sure we come to the first one here. So this is the first one, so we'll click on that so it's just easier to do. Now the goal, at least in my opinion, for all of your pins is to get people to click through to a relevant website. So we're going to need to have our link. Now, if I go to my article here, 7 scenic spots, and I've actually got 7 pins, you'll see if we scroll down that we have all of these different spots here as H2 tags. And if people were to click on one of these, they'd be taken to the relevant place. So if we go back to Pinterest, Matsumoto Castle was the topic of this pin, which is an area on this trail. So if we come back to our site and we find Matsumoto Castle, if I click here, look how the URL changes. We'll click on that. And we want to grab this whole thing. Now this URL is going to be slightly different should we click on the different H2 tag. So it's going to be treated as a different unique URL on Pinterest. And there's a lot of people that say you shouldn't share the same exact URL multiple times daily. I'm not really sure if that's true or not, but all of these URLs are slightly different. So we're going to grab this one, come back here, and as we scroll down, we can add the link. Now if I were to click on the next pin, the next pin is a different location on this trail, Sumago-juku. So if we come to the top and then we find that's this one, we'll click on that. We've got a different URL. We'll click on that URL, we'll come back, and what we'll do is we'll do that. And you want to do that for all of these things. And it's a great way to make sure that you've got congruency going on. Because should somebody do a search for Matsumoto Castle or Matsumoto or Nakasendo Trail or Japan, or maybe Pinterest just decides to show this pin because they like this kind of content from other pinners, and then they click through, they're going to be taken to the relevant section on our site, and it's going to make sense. And this gives them a better chance of sticking on our site and reading the content, and they might scroll up and down. And it's really important that your URL satisfies the intent of the clicker, or in this case the person on Pinterest. Now if we send them to the wrong part of our site or a page that's completely irrelevant, they're going to leave really quickly, and that's going to send a negative signal to Pinterest that your website is not something that users like, and that is only going to have a negative effect on you. So that's a great way for you to get unique URLs. And if you're wondering about this particular table of contents plugin, I do believe it's called Easy, as in EZTOC. It's completely free. They may have a paid version, but this is the free version. I just think it looks really nice. So that's how you can go and get your links. Now each pin of course needs a title and a description. So how can we get keywords and how can we write these out? What I'm going to do is just scroll back up here. I'm going to focus on this keyword first, Matsumoto Castle. I know that this keyword gets search volume, but I'm not sure if Matsumoto Castle does. There are a few different ways that we can do this. One is to leverage a paid tool which is called PinClicks. And you want to come over here to your account. I'll leave a link in the description to get a trial. Click on Keyword Explorer and just put your idea in here. It may or may not have any volume. We'll hit enter and we'll see. And we'll see we've got 2 options. We've got Matsumoto Castle and Matsumoto Castle Japan. So let's click on Matsumoto Castle and we are going to get some related interests, which are words related to Japanese castles. And then what we can do is we can scroll down and we can see the pins that are currently ranking for this particular keyword. And if we hover over each pin and we kind of scroll down, you can see that we get some annotated interests as well. Now this is great information because we could always focus on these as well, and we can target these particular keywords in future pins, and we can target these as well. But right now we've got some ideas here. So I'm going to copy these related interests. Then I'm going to go over to ChatGPT. Now I have a project here on the left hand side which is called Pinterest Titles and Description. I'm going to click on the project here, And I'm going to put my keyword in here. This is my keyword, and then it was Matsumoto Castle. Try to use these keywords in the description as well. And then I'm just going to paste them all in now. I'm going to go through and get rid of a few of these because I don't think they're really relevant to my pin. I'm going to get rid of Japanese art. I'm going to get rid of these two keywords, they're irrelevant. So we're getting rid of a lot of these actually. I'm going to get rid of Osaka Castle as well. And then I'm going to come around and make sure that I can actually spell correctly. What I can also do if I want to, I can go back here and then I can choose one of these top ranking pins. So I can choose this one, hover over it and see if any of these are any good. Japanese Castle is the only one that really makes sense to me. So I think we're good to go. So then we can just hit enter or this little arrow up. And ChatGPT is running a bit slowly today, but eventually, hopefully, it's going to give me some ideas. Now, while that's taking its time because I'm making a video, what I can also do is I can come on over to my website. I have a Google Chrome extension up here called Harper AI. I can click on this. Then I can come here and hit the /, and this gives me this particular automation that I've set up. Now, if you don't know how to do this, I can create another video for you. But if I click on this, you can see I need 2 keyword-rich pin titles and descriptions with calls to action for each H2 tag in this post. I'm going to click on this and we'll see if it works, because sometimes AI is a bit funny. So you can see for every single H2 tag, it's giving me a title and a description. So let's wait for the Matsumoto Castle one to populate and we'll see what it's like. Now again, this is AI. It may not be the best. You may want to rewrite it or add certain keywords. But what I can do is I can copy, I should copy this title first. Now we've got Explore Matsumoto Castle, a vision in black. Sounds good, but I want to get more keywords in there. So what I'll do is I'll come here, I'll put that there first of all, and I'll get rid of that. And then I'm going to come to my website, and I know, just close that off for now, I'm just going to put something like, let's copy that, because I know this is a keyword that gets search volume because I've done my research for this keyword. Then I'll come back to wherever Pinterest is, it's that tab there. Explore Matsumoto Castle along the stunning, again I can't spell, Nakasendo Trail. So I've got keyword here and I've got keyword here. Now for the description, we can come back here and I can open up Harper again, and we've got these here. Let's see if ChatGPT did actually do something. So it did, it's got its famous dashes in there, but you can see it's incorporated keywords in this case: Japanese culture, royal history, Matsumoto Castle, often overshadowed by Himeji Castle, so it's got that in there. I'm actually going to copy this. I'm going to come back over here, put this in, Matsumoto Castle, and I'm going to just put comma on the beautiful, and then I'm going to just get this keyword in here as well. Nakasendo Trail challenges that. So now we've got the title, the description, we've got the link. We need to choose a board. I'm going to click on this, and I don't know if I've got a board titled this already. There you go, the Nakasendo Trail. I've got the board already, so that's great. If I didn't have that board, I could click on Create Board and create one here. So now we've got our pin optimized. We want to come down, turn this on. We're going to click on this. Now you can only go so far forward. So I'm going to go as far forward as I can, which right now is July the 12th. I'm going to click on July the 12th, and I'm going to schedule this to go out at 12 o'clock. So if I wanted to change the time, I could click on this and pretty much choose any time that I wanted to. But it was actually 12 p.m, so let's just go there. And now I'm going to click schedule, job done. We've got our pin optimized, and now we've scheduled our pin. And when that day and time comes about, we will be good to go. Now, if you find that it freezes, if you find the red bar goes across and it stops, which does happen to me, several times, especially using Google Chrome, all you can do is refresh this page. You don't lose anything. It all populates back here, and everything that you've pre-filled will stay, so don't worry about that. And then you schedule it and it tends to work. So I'm going to pause the video, optimize all these, and then I'll show you how to quickly schedule the rest of them. So now we have all of these optimized. We can just click on one of these and you'll see that we've got titles, descriptions, links, and boards. Now, in order to ensure that you don't make mistakes and schedule multiple pins at the same day and time, what you can do is you can come over here to your profile, just click on your little profile picture, come down here to where it says schedule pins, click anywhere on here. So we'll click somewhere and you can see all of the pins that you've got scheduled. So if I go right the way down to the very bottom, you can see that I scheduled a pin to go live on the 10th and I've got this one on the 12th. So I've got nothing on the 11th. So I can go back and just come down here, click on this, go across to the 11th and hit schedule and schedule. Now while that one's being scheduled, I can come back up here and now I want to do, a couple of pins going out on the same day but a different time. So what we can see, if we come back up a little bit, we can see that I've got 3 pins going out on the 7th. On the 8th I've only got 2 pins at 12 and 2, so I'll schedule one for the 8th. So let's just click on this, go to the 8th, and we'll just choose a time that I know there's nothing going out. So we can go, let's say 7 AM, and you can schedule that one, and you just go through, and there's no right or wrong amount as to how many pins go out per day. There are some people that schedule 20 pins a day, 25 pins a day. That might work for them. To me it's overkill and it's not something that I can feasibly maintain. I'd just burn out. But I've found that it depends on the account. I've got some pins that I'll pin, some accounts where I'll pin 3 or 4 times a day, and I've got one account where it requires me to pin a lot more. But you've got to scale up, so just find the sweet spot for you, keep an eye on your numbers, and if everything starts to go up, then you'll be good to go. But that's how you schedule your pins on Pinterest. Any questions, let me know, and thank you for watching. Take care.